Good morning, students. Our today's topic is law of conservation of momentum. As we know, momentum is quantity of motion contained in an object. So law of conservation of momentum means that total momentum of system never changes, but the condition is that no external force should apply on it. So let us discuss the definition. When two or more bodies act upon one another, their total momentum remains constant provided no external force are acting. Or we can define it as that momentum is neither created nor destroyed. Or we can also define it that total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision in a system. As this picture shows that this person is firing a bullet from the gun and bullet is going in forward direction and the gun recoils back. We discussed this case in Newton's third law of motion also. So in this system what we are observing that before firing the bullet and gun both are at rest. It means the momentum of bullet as well as gun was zero before firing. But when the person fires, then what happens? The bullet gains a momentum in forward direction. So to conserve the momentum, to make the total momentum of the system zero, the gun comes in backward direction. So momentum in bullet in forward direction is same as the momentum in gun in backward direction, and as in backward direction, so it is of opposite sign, and when we take a sum of it, then it will be 0. So we will say that the total momentum of the system, in this case the system consists of a bullet and gun, remains conserved. Before firing it is 0, it was 0, and after firing also it will 0. So this can be represented as this equation, that m1 v1 means this is the momentum of object 1 after collision. m2 v2 momentum of object 2 after collision. So the sum of this momentum after collision of the system is, if in a system if two objects are there, 1 and 2, then momentum of 1 plus momentum of 2. The total sum of momentum after collision is same as the total momentum of the system before collision. Before collision, the momentum of A was this, object 1 was this, and object 2 was this, and the sum of the momentum remains same. No doubt, individually the momentum of the objects changes, as the object 1 after collision was having this momentum, and initially before collision it was having this momentum. Also in case of 2, after collision the momentum was this, and before collision the momentum was this. But the total sum of both objects remains same. So individually the momentum have changed, no doubt, but the total sum of the momentum before collision and the after collision remains same. So let us derive this equation mathematically. So mathematical derivation of law of conservation of momentum, as this suggests that before collision the total momentum of the system is equal to the total momentum after collision. The main condition is no external force is applied on it, or we can say that it is in isolated system. So let us consider two cars, car 1 and car 2. Car 1 is having mass m1 and car 2 is having mass m2, and one is moving with the velocity u1 and 2 is moving with the velocity u2. These both cars are moving on a straight road in same direction, but this car 1 is moving fast as compared to car 2. Car 2 was moving ahead and car 1 was coming behind this car 2, but the condition we have taken that u1 is greater than u2, means the speed of this car 1 is more as compared to car 2. You can consider a case that when you are going on a straight road and a car or a vehicle ahead you was moving with a slow speed, and then the another vehicle which was coming at a very fast speed, it comes and collide with the vehicle which was moving with slow speed. So it happens here in this case that this car 1 having mass m1 with velocity u1 collides with car 2 having mass m2 and moving with velocity u2. So according to definition of momentum, momentum of car 1 was m1 u1 and momentum of car 2 was m2 into u2. This was the definition of momentum. So total initial momentum of the system before collision was m1 plus u1 plus m1 u1 plus m2 u2. This was the total momentum before collision. Now what happens when this car 1 collide with car 2? Car 1 will apply force on car 2, and according to Newton's third law of motion, car 2 will also apply force on car 1. Same force but in opposite direction. And as according to Newton's second law of motion, we know that when force is applied on an object, then what happens? There is a change in momentum of this object. So let us see what will happen. Let car 1 collide with car 2. After collision, their velocities are v1 and v2. Car 1's final velocity was v1 and car v2's final velocity was v2. Car 2. So total final momentum of system after collision is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. We will add up the total momentum of both the cars. So what action takes place? F12, that is rate of change of momentum of car 1. So the car 2 applies force on car 1, due to which change in car 1 takes place. So change in momentum, that is m1 m into a is the formula. So m1 and a means change in velocity divided by time. So final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So this was the rate of change of momentum of car 1, that was due to force applied on 1 due to car 2. In the same way, reaction F21 means rate of change of momentum of car 2. So change in momentum of car 2 will cause due to force applied by car 1. So car 1 applied force on it, due to which this is the change in car 2. This is mass of car 2 and this is change in velocity. final minus initial divided by time. Time is same because for the same time both the cars have applied force on each other during collision. Car A apply force on 2 and the car second apply force on 1 A. So in some books you will find the notation A and B, and in some books you will find the notations 1 and 2, but these both are representing two different bodies. So as per Newton's third law of motion, action equal to minus of reaction. So F12 equal to minus F21. So equal force, but we have taken minus sign because opposite direction. Forces are acting in opposite direction. So this minus force, this minus sign, be very careful for applying this minus sign, otherwise your derivation will not give the correct result. So we will put the values of these forces. So F12 is equal to m1 v1 minus u1 by t. We will place it here. F21 m2 v2 minus u2 by t. We will place here, and along with this minus sign. So be very careful for this minus sign. Now we will open the bracket. m1 v1 minus m1 u1 equal to minus m2 v2, and this minus and this minus, this and this, so it will be plus sign, so m2 u2, and this t will be cancelled by this t. So we will get this equation. Now we will arrange this equation. We will take final terms to one side and initial term to other side. So m1 v1, m2 v2, we will take this final term to this side. So this minus sign will be plus. So m1 v1 plus m2 v2, and m2 u2, and this this u1, m1 u1 we will take on this side, so it will be plus. So it will be minus m1 u1 plus m2 u2. So what we have seen in this equation, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, what is this? This is the final momentum of the system, means final momentum of car 1 plus final momentum of car 2, and this is the sum, and this is equal to the initial momentum of both, sum of initial momentum of both. And in this whole derivation we have not taken any external force, just we have considered the force applied by both objects on each other. So no external force is acting on it. In that case, initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So this is the law of conservation of momentum. Now this is activity. This activity, or the activity with balloon, 9.5 activity. These both can be explained on the basis of Newton's third law of motion as well as on the basis of law of conservation of momentum. So in this activity what we will do, we will take a test tube and we will put some water in it, and we will place a cork in this mouth. Cork is just like a lid of it, and it can come out through this pipe. Now we will heat up this test tube with water. What we will observe, that after some time, when this water will heat up in this test tube, steam will be produced, and due to the pressure of the steam, this cork will come out. So what you will observe, as this cork is coming in forward direction, this test tube will move in backward direction. So question can come in your exam, that why test tube having water fitted with cork in its mouth goes backward when it is heated. So it can be explained. This is according to law of conservation of momentum. As water is heated, steam is produced, due to which cork goes in forward direction, and to conserve momentum, test tube comes in backward direction. Also, the same activity can be explained on the basis of Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Both answers will be correct. Now some applications, same applications, all the applications we discussed in Newton's third law of motion can also be explained on the basis of law of conservation of momentum. So as in this application we discussed in case of Newton third law of motion that bullet comes in forward and the gun comes in backward, recoil produced in gun. So this can also be explained on the basis of law of conservation of momentum, that before firing bullet and gun both were having zero momentum because both were at rest, due to which momentum was zero. As bullet goes in forward direction, it gains some momentum in forward direction. So gun comes in backward direction to make the total momentum zero, because this momentum will be equal to this momentum but in opposite direction. So it will cancel the momentum of the bullet. In the same way, in case of rocket, as the gases are coming in downward direction and rocket is going in upward direction. As initially both were at rest and after launching the rocket, the gases are gaining the momentum in downward direction. So to conserve the momentum, rocket will also take momentum in opposite direction, so that total momentum becomes zero. In the same way, we can explain it. This is the picture of fireman holding a hose. You can see, so this water is coming in forward direction and this hose pipe, this pipe is moving in backward direction to conserve the momentum. So you can see in picture also that there are 3 or 4 persons who are holding this hose pipe, because the water is going with the large force, large pressure in forward direction. So to conserve momentum, this hose pipe is coming in backward direction. So to keep this hose pipe in its own position, they have to apply large force. In the same way, this balloon activity can also be explained on the basis of law of conservation of momentum. Thank you.